Alrighty, today we are beginning our first day of our transformations unit. And the definition of a transformation is any change in an original shape, whether that be a rectangle, square, triangle, that changes the size, the position, or even the orientation of an image. The orientation means the way the shape is facing. So our first transformation that we are going to look at in this unit is going to be a translation. And a translation is to vertically and or horizontally slide a figure. And like I said in our discussion before, I highly recommend printing out the blank notes each day and following along with me. These will be shorter videos, but the full answer key will be posted. All right, so the symbolic form of a translation is if we start with point x comma y and we shift it, we will say x plus h and y plus k. So again, our x-axis is our horizontal axis. That's going to shift left to right. The y value is going to be a vertical shift, an up or down shift. Alright, so number 1 talks about a rectangle. Given its vertices, these are the endpoints on the rectangle, what would it look like if we shifted x plus 5 comma y plus 7? So to start, I like to write down what's happening. You don't want to get your x's and your y's mixed up or you'll get the problem wrong. So it is saying plot the original image first. So let's start by doing that. The original image is called the pre-image. So let's go ahead and plot Q, -6, -1, and label it. R, -3, +1. Don't forget to label the pre-image points. S is +1, -5. And T is -2, -7. All right, go ahead and connect your pre-image. And then now we are going to shift right 5 and then up 7. Please make sure you write this down so that you don't get mixed up and shift up 5 and right 7. That would not be correct. So there's multiple ways you can do this. You can take a point. We'll start with Q since that's the first point listed. And you can actually count, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And then up 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So this is going to land us in quadrant 2. And for the final image, you will write it as Q prime. All right, so our new point, if we list it out, is going to be -1, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. -1, +6. Now an even easier way to do this is just to add 5 to the x value. So -6 plus 5 gives us -1. And then you add 7 to the y value. -1 plus 7 gives us +6. So really, you don't have to graph anything for this whole unit. Your test will be online, so you don't have to graph online. That's too complicated. All right, R prime, again, the prime, this little symbol here, it's an apostrophe, indicates our final image. All right, so R prime, looking at R, we're at -3, +1. I'm just going to start by adding 5. -3 plus 5 is +2. And then I'm going to add 7 to the y value. 1 plus 7 gives us 8. You could just do it that way and be done, or again, you could go to your pre-image and count. We're shifting, don't forget the rule, write 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And then up 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So did we get 2, 8? 2, 8. Yep, that's R prime. So multiple ways to do it. If you're visual and you like to count on the grid, you can do that. If you'd rather just add 5 to all the x's and add 7 to all the y's, that's the easiest way to do it there. All right, so real quickly, S prime, again, adding 5 to the x value, 1 plus 5 is 6. Adding 7 to the y value, negative 5 plus 7 gives us positive 2. So positive 6, 2. All right, last one. Negative 2 plus 5 gives us positive 3, and negative 7 plus 7 gives us 0. 3, 0 is going to be our t prime connected, and I always like to shade in the final image. This is called the pre-image. This is called the final image, which is listed by the apostrophes. Okay, so that's the final answer for number 1. I could see a test question being more like, given the pre-image of Q is negative 6, negative 1, what is the final image if it is shifted right 5, up 7? And you would just have to give me 1 point. So that's translations. I'll go ahead and put the answer key up for this. Thank you guys.